Street Fighter 6 is one heck of a fun game. This highly enjoyable entry in this iconic fighting game series boasts a diverse roster, but with only 18 characters currently available, there's still a hunger for more. Capcom has teased us with the upcoming DLC characters such as Rashid, Ed, Akuma, and Aki, but there are still countless fan favorites waiting to be announced. That's why I thought of making this wishlist of 10 characters that should join the roster of SF6. Please keep in mind that this is a personal and subjective top 10 list where I aim to gather the most sought after characters in the realm of Street Fighter 6. Prepare yourself to reunite with some of the most beloved and iconic fighters as we eagerly await their triumphant return, eventually. Without further ado, here's the top 10 characters we want to see as future DLC in Street Fighter 6. Introducing Makoto, the first character on our eagerly anticipated Street Fighter 6 DLC wishlist. This fierce fighter was designed as a breath of fresh air in the world of karate practitioners, offering a delightful departure from the flashy moves of Ryu and Ken. With her simpler and more grounded techniques, Makoto brings a touch of no-nonsense authenticity to the game, but don't be fooled by her straightforward style, because this gal packs a punch that can make even the most seasoned opponents wins. Makoto's main strength lies in her ability to hit like a sledgehammer wielding tornado, while still being as easy to use as a toaster. Okay, maybe slightly more complex than that. And we certainly have no character like her in SF6, right? She effortlessly combines accessibility with bone-crushing power, making her an ideal choice for players of all skill levels. Our next entry is Falke, the alluring newcomer in Street Fighter V. With a direct connection to the infamous Bison and Shadowloo, Falke brings a unique twist to the game. She was once one of Bison's spare bodies, which granted her the coveted Psycho power abilities. As one of the founders of Neo Shadowloo, her presence intertwines with the World Tour event in Street Fighter VI, inevitably promising to answer some questions about Neo Shadowloo's motives, if her inclusion becomes a thing. Not only does Falke's connection to the lore make her a compelling choice, but from a pure gameplay and balance perspective, she shines. Her inclusion would inject diversity into the roster, providing players with new strategies and tactics to explore. Joining her partner Ed, who had already been confirmed as a DLC, Falke's inclusion into the roster is simply a no-brainer. Her distinctive fighting style sets her apart from the rest, offering a fresh and unparalleled gameplay experience. Let's turn our attention to the legendary Sagat, a towering figure who stands tall not only in Street Fighter but in the pantheon of all fighting games. This fan favorite has long been an iconic presence, known for his imposing stature and his scar that screams, "I've been through some serious intense battles, my friend." Now you might think that Sagat's story arc had reached its epic conclusion, but hold your horses, because there is more to this Muay Thai master than meets the eye. His inclusion in SF5 hinted at something deeper. It seems that Sagat may be grappling with the Satsui no Hado, just like our dear friend Ryo. Talk about adding a whole new dimension to this character. When it comes to fighting styles, Sagat is the undisputed embodiment of the zoner archetype. He's the master of creating that sweet spot on the battlefield where his opponents are caught between a fireball and a hard place. Sure, we already have zoners like Guile and JP in Street Fighter 6, but none of them can play the game quite like our man Sagat. He sure brings a unique flavor to the table, so let's hope for the return of this towering titan and he steps into the ring once more. I don't know about you, but I think that Fei Long is more than ready to kick his way back into the series. It's been a while since we've seen this Bruce Lee archetype as he decided to take a little vacation during SF5. Fei Long maintains a solid relationship with DJ, whom he shares a lot of things in common with. Both figures are famous superstars in their own rights, in addition of being fearsome martial artists. Fei Long's unique fighting style sets him apart from the rest of the roster. Sure, we may have other characters in SF6, but none of them can capture the essence of Fei Long's fiery fists and acrobatic kicks. And no, Jamie doesn't count. He is more of a drunken fistmaster archetype. However, the thought of an interaction between the two fighters would definitely be a sight to behold. Fei Long's unique background as an actor gives him a distinct charm and flair. His captivating moves and showmanship are a testament to his deep understanding of performance, delivering devastating strikes with the precision of a seasoned artist. It's no wonder fans are eager to see him grace the stages of the Street Fighter series once more. Let's dive into the world of Sean, the one and only student of Ken Masters. While he may bring the goofiness and serve as the comic relief, don't underestimate him. Sean is like the Shingo Yabuki of Street Fighter, infusing the scene with a refreshing and unrefined take on the Ansatsu Ken fighting style. His immature yet spirited approach is a breath of fresh air, reminding us that perfection isn't the only path to success. As we look to the roster of Street Fighter VI, it's clear that we need more representatives of Street Fighter III. Sean was part of that game's lineup. After that, he made a cameo appearance in SF5, only as an NPC though, thanks to his sister Laura temporarily stealing his spot. But hey, sibling rivalry is a thing, right? Considering the hardships Ken is enduring in Street Fighter VI, having a friendly figure like Sean around could provide a welcome respite, though we can't be certain how much emotional support Sean can offer. He may bring some light-hearted moments or add to Ken's list of headaches. Regardless, we're all eager to witness just how much this goofy fella has progressed since we last saw him. It's time to see if his antiques have transformed into a formidable fighting style and whether he's ready to make his mark once again. The main antagonist of Street Fighter IV, Seth, was defeated by Bison and terminated by Juri, but the android story didn't end there. Juri had the audacity to snatch Seth's brain and transplant it into a new female android body, creating a unique type of situation. Now Seth roams freely, seeking vengeance against Bison, who's no more, and confusing him with anyone who possesses a whiff of psycho power. It's like a case of mistaken identity on steroids, and JP should be concerned because with Seth's confusing vendetta, he might find himself in the crosshair eventually. Being an android, Seth was designed with one goal in mind, to analyze and mimic the techniques of other fighters. Just like the Avatar, Seth possesses a rich and diverse fighting style, able to pull off a mind-boggling array of moves. It's like a buffet of fighting techniques, where Seth can pick and choose the perfect dish to satisfy its metallic palate. Wait, what if the Avatar is actually... My personal favorite and main character in the series, Sakura, is very similar to Sean. She embodies the notice me senpai spirit, but with a touch less goofiness. Her unrefined approach to the Ansatsu Ken fighting style is the very secret behind her infectious charm. Who needs formal training when you can simply channel the essence of Ryu and do a darn good job at it? Unlike Sean, Sakura didn't have the luxury of being trained by a seasoned master. Ryu was never enthusiastic in taking disciples. Instead, she became a master of imitation, mimicking Ryu's moves to a degree that allowed her to come up with her own flavored style. We all eagerly anticipate Sakura's new and mature version in Street Fighter VI, itching to witness just how far she has progressed since we last saw her. And let's not forget about her signature silly wind pose dance from Street Fighter Alpha 2. Isn't that the perfect way to add insult to injury after a perfect KO? Get ready to delve into the enigma that is Q, the epitome of mystery in the Street Fighter series. So mysterious in fact that I didn't even mention him in the story explained video. Why you ask? Simply because we know practically nothing about this elusive character. It's like he's shrouded in a fog of secrecy that not even an army of detectives could penetrate. Behind those gloves, trench coat, and unexpressive mask, Q keeps us guessing about his true nature. Is he human, android, an extraterrestrial visitor? It's impossible to arrive at any conclusive answer regarding his motives or origins. The only thing we know for sure is that Q has been spotted at multiple crime scenes around the world, fueling speculation that he could be an enigmatic executioner or an innocent investigator caught in the web of intrigue. And that's precisely why we yearn for Q's grand return. We crave more representatives from Street Fighter 3, true, but above all, we simply want to unravel the mysteries surrounding Q. What's his story? Is there a connection between Q and the enigmatic G from Street Fighter 5? The curiosity is eating us alive, like an itch we just can't scratch. Crimson Viper bursts onto the scene as one of the fresh faces in Street Fighter 4, and to this day, that's the only game where she's had a chance to shine. Talk about a missed opportunity in the main series. It's a big shame indeed. C. Viper is undeniably one cool and unique character, deserving of her status as a fan favorite. With her high-tech outfit, she brings a fighting style like none other, utilizing the capabilities of her cutting-edge gear to scorch her opponents. It's like she's fighting with a fiery blend of style and technological wizardry, leaving her adversaries in awe and their controllers overheating. Not only is Sea Viper a trailblazer in terms of her fighting style, but she's also one of the oldest female fighters in the series, if not the oldest. She certainly takes the crown for uniqueness. Sea Viper and Cammy had quite the heated feud going on in the past. You see, Cammy had no clue that Sea Viper was actually an infiltrated CIA agent fighting for the greater good all along. And if Seth is set to make an appearance in SF6, you can bet your bottom dollar that Sea Viper would be one of his top targets. It's an eventual showdown none of us want to miss. Before unveiling the number 1 spot, here's some honorable mentions. Get ready for a rant, my friends, because Street Fighter 6 World Tour mode has a glaring omission that simply cannot be ignored. Picture this, a mode that primarily takes place in Metro City, and the iconic characters who should be ruling the streets are mysteriously absent. Sure, we have Thrasher and that other guy whose name I can't recall, no offense buddy, but what about the main stars of Final Fight? Where's Cody, the current mayor of the city? Where is Guy, the master of the Bushin-Ryu fighting style? And most importantly, where on earth is Mike Hagar, the former mayor of Metro City, who also had a past career as a professional wrestler? It's like they have vanished into thin air, leaving behind nothing but a towering statue of Hagar in a park. Talk about a big missed opportunity. We've already seen Cody, Guy, Hugo, Poison, Sodom, Abigail, and a host of other Final Fight characters make appearances in the Street Fighter series as playable characters, but the one big daddy of them all, the man with the legendary mustache, has yet to step into the ring as a playable character in a main Street Fighter game. It's a travesty. But I have hope that Street Fighter 6 will rectify this mistake. With this 6th installment, we can only hope that Capcom will finally give us the chance to unleash the might of Mike Hagar, the brawling mayor who knows how to rock a mustache with style. It's time for Metro City's finest to take their rightful place in the World Tour, serving up justice with a side of suplexes and body slams. Now it's your turn to tell me which character you want to see the most in a future DLC. Is there a fighter that you think was criminally omitted from the base roster? Share your answer with us in the comments. Special thanks to my patrons for their support. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like this, and why not consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching.